the
Hey,
three
Callum.
online people on this server.
Yeah.
There's 3 people at the bottom of the online group are lit up, and everything else is dark.
Oh. How do I... Get up!
Interesting.
What? Thank you. That's it. Shout and get up at them. That's how Mercy reses people.
Yes.
Get up. Go on.
Kirby, fat bitch.
I'm
Get
Oh,
up.
thank you, Callum.
McE.
Hate it.
E.
Nanny McE.
And the Big Bang.
Nanny McE.
Oh, that was a banger
Sorry,
of a film.
sorry, Joe. I got nothing to do.
Wait, is
can't
that
believe it.
did he get a sequel, Callum?
What, Nanny McPhee and the Big Bang?
Was that the sequel? Or was that the original?
I don't know. That was the only film, the only Nanny McPhee I watched.
But I think it got a sequel, didn't it?
Must be the sequel.
I think there were at least 2, yeah.
Basically, a German pilot sneezed onto the red button of his plane and dropped a
What?
bomb into the middle of a feet of a yeah.
What?
They dropped a bomb like right into the centre of a farmer's field.
What are you talking about?
No,
Nanny
look,
McPhee?
just listen.
What the hell?
Listen. This is what happened. Like a German pilot, like sneezed, like used his big nose to.
No.
hit the-
This is not the
No,
plot.
this
Is this you in,
Just
is this you in
no.
a past life?
This is Callum's
Listen,
fucking
yeah, this is the-
reincarnated previous self. What are you talking about?
Right. So, like I said.
Callum, right? You said somebody sneezed on a button and it
Yeah.
dropped the bomb. That's not how buttons work.
No, just listen. Like, so the German pilot sneezed onto his. He sneezed, hit his red button on his aircraft, dropped a bomb. It landed right in the centre of the field, and there was basically a loud bang, but it wasn't actually the bang. It was more of the sort of the thud of it landing. And the only thing that the family worried about was the fact that the bomb, if it went off, could potentially destroy their harvest, rather than their lives. So then Nanny McPhee sort of walks up and goes, "Fuck you, people."
Marvel Avengers sort of shit.
She just goes, "Take cover, everyone. Leave this to me."
What?
Just full Rambo.
And then
That's the biggest load of shit I've ever heard.
No,
What are you
please,
talking
please,
about?
see, like watch
Right,
it.
nobody has a button. What?
No,
The
no,
bomb bit
that's
is the bit
the
I'm
real
still
film.
getting over. The rest of it,
We-
fine, whatever. But the
the
button,
one-
the button bits of it that's tilted. What do you mean he sneezed and he dropped the bomb?
The one thing we're
He
gonna do,
sneezed and he dropped the bomb, Dave. Come on, it's
It's
not that
literally-
difficult.
and then there's
He-
then there's
he
some
went
then there's two creepy ladies that are trying to. Basically, this guy, the uncle couldn't afford to pay. Like
Oh, no.
a debt, so someone handcuffed him to a kitchen appliance, and they threatened to. Then they said they were gonna what was it? Take his kidneys.
This is Nanny McPhee, yeah?
This is not Nanny McPhee. This is some Callum
This
fever
is-
dream that he had
Nanny
featuring Nanny
McQuestion
McPhee.
mark is what I'm calling this one.
No,
Yeah.
genuinely, this is genuine. Like, I can promise you. Like I watched
Callum,
this. I
you've
watched
tried to
this-
convince
Link is
me.
on sick.
Callum, you tried to convince me that no, I'm done. I can't with you. What do you mean?
I watched this film as a kid, and I can
As a
promise
kid?
you. Yeah, as a child, I watched this film.
I feel like your dad was watching something he wanted to, but your mum told him he has to watch from a kid's film.
You sure you weren't just flicking
Nanny
through
McPhee.
channels?
No, this was a
And
genuine
you
film.
accidentally landed on
I
like a few war films and maybe
Or
like
guy
a
sneeze on his
Tarantino
pussy.
movie. Yeah, fuck it, why not?
The World War II film, everyone knows which guy sneezes on his button.
Yeah. Ich bin Sneeze, the well-known
Ich bin
German.
Sneeze Berliner.
Yeah,
That's how World War II really started.
The Hindenburg sneeze.
yeah. Sneezenberg. great.
And then there's also an elephant that shows up in it. And
Brilliant.
then one of the children ends up sleeping with the elephant.
Excuse me?
Oh, that's very sad.
Not sleeping with
Excuse
it. as in
me?
sleeping
This
in
is a
the
fever dream.
No,
we've had.
sleeping in the same bed as the elephant.
Is this
It didn't
Callum in
happen.
Wonderland? What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
Like, do you watch Nanny McPhee in the Big Bang?
The Mad Shatter.
I have, but I can't remember.
You, like, think about this. Like, just did
Oh, he's Sophie there.
Sophie's there.
Sophie's
Yeah,
there. Hello,
she's
Sophie, how you
just taking
doing?
her headphones off.
But no.
It landed in the family's field, and all they were worried about wasn't the fact that a giant bomb had landed there and could potentially kill them all. It was the fact that it could potentially destroy the harvest, even though that's probably not the big
Fucking
problem.
hamster.
And then some
Fucking
creepy
hammer.
ladies wanted to steal the uncle's kidneys.
Sophie, it's nonsense. Please confirm.
It's a film. You're meant to remember films. It's like how we remember all films.
Being me.
I'll tell you what. Okay,
That was a Bob thing,
as a
yeah.
group, we will watch it again.
I would love to watch that film. Not gonna lie, it sounds great.
I want to see it now. If there's
I've
a
got a fair point.
Oh yeah, they also use a wedding dress to catch some piglets that went running away.
When was the last time you
What?
watched it?
Yeah, that sounds more realistic.
that sounds more like it. Yeah, not the
Yeah.
bomb part, or the abduction, or the sleeping with an elephant.
Yeah. Oh, also, yeah, a goat and a cow also join them in their beds as well.
Oh, okay.
I might say.
Don't say it like that.
No, I mean, no, that's what happens in the film. That's what happens in the film.
Yeah, but
They literally.
Hello,
No,
there's more than one meaning, you forehead. What do you mean?
I know there's more than one. I know there's more than one meaning, but genuinely, all the children are in their room and they're in bed, like moaning to Nanny McPhee about how like,
No.
they don't want to share the bed with the other people that they're with, and they go. One of them wants to sleep. Says they'd rather sleep with a goat. So there you go. A goat walks into the building. Then again, it happens again when someone says they want to sleep with Daisy the cow. Daisy the cow walks in, and then little Timmy goes on about saying how he wants to sleep with an elephant. So then an elephant shows up and just freaking does well. I don't know. And then they wonder in the morning why the elephant's disappeared.
You sure this wasn't your fantasy?
No, this is
It
a
sounds
genuine
like it.
film. I can promise you this is a film.
Pixar didn't happen.
Was the elephant slept with by a child before or after the German bombed them? I'm
Pardon?
confused.
Very true. What order
Some
did this
thought
happen
after the
in?
German-
What order did
just
this happen
bomb in
in?
the head.
Right, I'll try. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll try and explain the whole film in one
when
go.
did you?
I'll try and explain the whole story. So, it starts off with this family. They're on their farm, doing bits and bobs. It's World War II. The evacuation is happening. Their cousins,
We're
who
still there.
are immensely rich, end up coming to their farm because they've got nowhere to stay in the city. I don't know, I'm going to just make up random names.
Help me.
Tabitha and Gerald are both very spoilt. Tabitha
Yeah.
doesn't like the fact that she's standing in shit. Gerald
Fair.
basically holds out some sweets in front of the young child of the farming family, and tells him pity there's none left, and then throws the wrapper at him, which is basically some nasty shithousery from that boy. Then we go to the part where they are running around a table because one of them, the spoiled boy, dropped the dad's jam.
How do you remember this? This is
It's
like
just-
so
it's-
specific.
It's coming back to me. And then we had the move on. Then we had the part where
Max
there's
Geffel, right?
basically a lot of fighting.
Sorry?
And then
Right.
the piglets escape because Uncle Bob wants wants the family to sell the farm, and the only way they can sell the farm is if they can't sell the piglets and shit like that. And then we move on to the part where some woman spills flour everywhere. An old lady spills flour behind a corner shop.
Right.
Yeah, and then it basically gets to the point where like a kid's drinking ginger beer, and they find out their dad had got KIA in the war when someone forged the telegram. So there's a lot of controversy.
My life.
What?
Like I say, it's a weird film.
Yeah.
And then at the end, the kids have to the two boys get on a motorbike with Nanny McPhee, and they're rocking it down like like the M25 to get to London, and then and they get to the War Office. Turns out the guy in charge of the War Office is the dad of the spoiled child, and the spoiled child starts having a hissy fit at him, and they go and find a telegram, which means he's missing in action, and then
I just
basically.
imagine Nanny
and then-
McPhee riding through like Bracknell on a shitty old 1940s motorbike with two
I can
children,
Right,
all
yeah.
without helmets.
Right at the end, yeah.
100%.
And then the bomb sort of happened during the process of the boys
Back to the
going
bomb
off
again.
Yeah,
Bombs.
that's the bomb.
The film ends with somebody else sneezing on a button, and another bomb is dropped, and it actually kills them.
I can honestly promise you that it is a genuine film. And
I'm not doubting it's a film. It's the legitimacy of someone sneezed on the button and they dropped the bomb. That's the bit I'm infuriated by. I can't. You don't understand, Cal. That isn't how it works.
What the fact that,
There has to be more to it than somebody sneezed and a bomb went off.
hang on, Nanny.
It's the entire plot.
That is in the entire plot.
Yeah, it's got the guy who's this guy? Who's this kid?
No Edmonds.
Who's this? Noel
The guy
Edmund.
from
That's it. Who's this kid?
the
Noel
child.
Edmund.
Yeah, he's the guy. Yeah, who's the guy from Text Education?
Um.
The I know who you mean.
Simon Bloomfield.
He plays Hugo as well, right?
Yeah,
Him.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's the
Butterfield. Somebody
That's
Butterfield.
it. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, he plays that character.
Yeah. Okay.
The main boy. Then you got this.
Yeah.
Then I think actually this might be the kid who plays Bob in Nativity.
That would be Bob, would it?
Hang on.
Bob in Nativity.
Hang on. Who plays the cast?
Who the hell's Bob?
Bob?
Not Martin
This is the
Freeman.
person you thought.
Yeah, Oscar Steer played.
Oscar Pistorius.
No,
That's the one.
not him.
He was.
He was in
You
Nativity.
were, if you were correct, look.
He is. Oh my god, he plays Bob.
How do you remember this?
No, it's just me and Sophie are looking it up on Google. the guy who plays
He plays the World War II bomber.
the guy who plays like the really young boy. The guy who plays like the really young boy. Vincent
No,
Green.
that's in
Right.
Yeah,
Number two.
yeah. In Nanny
Vincent
McPhee, the boy who plays
Valentine.
Vincent, he plays Bob
Vincent
from Nativity.
Valentine.
Oh, yeah. And then it was Asa Butterfield. That was it.
That's the one. Ace. Yeah.
Anyone else? Maggie Smith.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Ewan McGregor. Obi-Wan
Hello
Kenobi. Oh my
there.
god, Obi-Wan Kenobi plays Mr. Green. Their dad. Nice.
What from Clue?
Yeah. Oh, you got Ralph Fiennes.
Fines. Finers.
Miners.
Yeah. Bill Bailey's in it.
Oh,
Farmer-
Bilbo Baggins.
Farmer
Bilbo
McCready.
Baggins, isn't it?
Oh, Farmer McCready. He plays. See, it was a bit.
McCready?
It was a big film.
All right, Callum.
Big to
I
Yes.
love that you're talking about this film, but you've done 200 healing. We're playing
God.
a 4 stack right now.
Yeah.
Oh, I try.
I've done 25 times as much healing.
That's impressive.
That's loosely
Joel's
equivalent to-
actually doing all the healing by himself.
It's fine, and
Solo support.
it's fine.
Just drop the bomb on some house. Or what?
Well, no,
It's
they dropped it into the wheat. into the wheat
Why is it a
fields.
giant red button?
Oh, Callum, you playing?
Yeah. There we go.
I can't believe it's real, to be honest.
I can't either. It's exactly how I thought it was gonna be. I'm annoyed.
It's exactly how I
got-
told. It's exactly how I told you it was. Like it's a.
I don't understand.
That's the thing. That doesn't make people any less angry, Callum.